Hey guys, Fierce Spartans here. In today's video we're going to be talking about the story trailer for Call of Duty World War II. I don't have any Call of Duty World War II for this video, gameplay wise, but I do have to mention this is one of the best free-for-all game matches I've ever had, in Call of Duty, so I hope you enjoy the gameplay. So let's break down the trailer a little bit. So the first thing I noticed was there's a lot more cutscenes than there were typically in a Call of Duty trailer. Usually it's just about explosions and gameplay and stuff, but this campaign seems to be having a lot more cutscenes than a typical Call of Duty campaign would, which I really like. I like that it's kind of feeling more like a movie instead of the previous Call of Duty campaigns where you're put into a mission and just kind of be a badass, and then maybe after the final mission, the last mission in the campaign, you get a cutscene, and that's about it for cutscenes, except for a couple very short split-second ones and whenever there's a huge explosion or something crazy happens. But other than that, this seems to be a lot more like a World War II movie, and that's really good in my opinion. I'm definitely going to be doing a walkthrough on this because this seems one of the best campaigns I've seen since maybe Call of Duty Ghosts, because Call of Duty Ghosts did have a good campaign. Say what you want about the multiplayer, but that did have a good campaign, so I feel like this campaign is going to have a lot more cutscenes than, I mean, it could just be the trailer, but I feel like in the actual campaign there will be these cutscenes. And so a couple of things that we know that were confirmed, but we never had any visuals yet, was the female soldier, the female resistance soldier from France. We saw her in there at the confession area in a Catholic church. She was being approached by a Nazi officer, so that's something that we already knew was going to happen, and some of the community was kind of pissed off about it. I could care less, but that was one of the things. The other thing was the Nazi symbols. We saw the Nazi symbols, unless if you watched the German version of the story trailer, I'd assume there wasn't any Nazi symbols there. But other than that, if you were watching the US trailer, then there were Nazi symbols. So the other things from a gameplay or from a story perspective, there was the part of the trailer where they were being captured by the Nazis, and one of them in particular was being sent off to a concentration camp, it looked like. And the plot kind of seems like there's this group of guys who want to go and rescue this guy, but they are not allowed to by their commanding officers, and so I'd assume they kind of, in the campaign, they'll kind of go free and try to rescue this guy without the permission of their commanding officer. So that's kind of how I feel the overall storyline will be. I'm really looking forward to this campaign because it seems like there's going to be a lot more cutscenes, and that's really good. It provides more of a storyline, which I kind of like in campaigns and single player. Call of Duty, it does usually have that, but I feel like it's too much focused on being a badass in the campaign and much less of the story. So I feel like this is going to correct that, especially because you don't regenerate health. You have to go to a medic and you don't resupply your ammo. You have to go to the supply guy and get it. So I think that's going to be really good for this campaign. I think it'll work really well since we're going back to the World War II area. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on the trailer. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.